Hey guys, it's your girl Tori, and I'm back, and I'm super excited to give you this word. Today we're going to take a look at Mark chapter 8. Jesus feeds more than 4,000. In those days, the multitude being very great and having nothing to eat, Jesus called his disciples unto him and saith unto them. I love this because Jesus right now already has his platform set up. He has a multitude, but he calls his disciples. And he says, verse 2, I have compassion on the multitude because they have now been with me 3 days and have nothing to eat. And if I send them away fasting to their own houses, they will faint by the way, for the divers of them came from afar. Compassion, one of God's characteristics that is unwavering. You know, sometimes you may feel like you're going through it, but God, he always shows up and comes through saying, I have compassion on you. I love this. And then verse 4, it says, and his disciples answered him, from whence came a man, satisfy these men with bread here in the wilderness. And he asked them, how many loaves have ye? And they said, 7. Now 7 being the number of completion was perfect for a miracle. And he commanded the people to sit down on the ground. And he took the 7 loaves and gave thanks and brake and gave to his disciples to set before them. And they did set them before the people. I want to take a look at verse 6, because verse 6 is so deep, because it talks about the foundation. Now, Jesus said, I have compassion. I can't send these other people home. He told his disciples, don't send the other people's home because they may faint. I need you guys to get them together to sit down on the ground, on the foundation. Means take claim of this foundation, because I'm about to do miracles through you right where you are at. All right. It says, and he took the 7 loaves. Now, if you know what bread means symbolically, it means provision. It means provision from God. In Exodus chapter 16, verse 4, God promises to rain bread from heaven in response to the Israelites complaining. So God said he had compassion on these people. He didn't want them to faint. He didn't want them to start complaining. So he said, you know what? I'm going to give you provision. I'm going to give you provision. And then it says, and give thanks. I don't know about you, but I know I'm about to give thanks for the provision that he is about to download, for the provision that he is about to give to propel you into your miracle. It says, and then brake and gave to his disciples to set before them. And they did set them before the people. This symbolizes Jesus Christ already, the bread of life. He is going to give life. He's about to give provision. I'm amped about this message because I love to see when the Lord does miracles. I sit back and I see and watch the words that come out of my mouth manifest from his glory. I'm super excited for you, and I'm super excited for me. It says, and then they had a few small fishes, and he blessed and commanded to set them also before them. Man, when you think something is small, but God put his blessing on it. I love this. It said, so they did eat and they were filled. foundation. First, we were talking about the foundation. Then we were talking about the bread of life. And then it says they were filled. Somebody is getting filled with the Holy Spirit. And they took up the broken meat that was left in the 7 baskets. This right here, this blew my mind, because it says they took up the broken meat, meaning Jesus Christ that was crucified, when he broke this bread and he said, "Eat of me," it was broken, but it was given life. This is I hope you guys understand it and get it. He said, took up the broken meat that was left in the 7 baskets. So I said, Lord, what do you mean by the 7 baskets? Then the Lord had me to remember Joseph. Joseph had a dream with the baker. Okay, so if you do not know the story of Joseph, basically Joseph was thrown into prison, and he had 2 men with him, a chef and a baker, and each of them had dreams. But the baker had a dream of 3 baskets that was on his head full of bread. But this basket, the 3 baskets represented days. So in this text, the 7 baskets represents 7 days. And so it says, and they had eaten were about 4,000, and he sent them away. Okay, so get this. God is having you sit on your foundation to claim it, your territory, whatever God has you doing, he wants you to sit on it, because he's going to give you provision, and he's going to give you provision. And in the next 7 days, you will see a multitude. You'll be able to have provision to feed 4,000, meaning you'll have provision to take care of the bills you needed to take care. You will have provision to have clear insight to your next move, to walk into that new house, or to buy that new car, or to save 4,000 more souls. And the next 7 days, God is going to fill you up so you can move forward in what he wants you to accomplish. That's the message for today. That is the message. God is about to do miracles in your life. The next 7 days, you will be filled. What you think that is broken, it's not broken. God is just saying, I needed you to sit right here and claim your foundation and restore. I'm about to restore. I'm about to restore. That's a good word. I hope you receive it. God bless you. Give your testimony next 7 days.